Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Got a battle on the Mines map, and it's Randz from Fiddy Clan. It's in the T-100 LT, the Tier 10 Soviet light tank. So, how do you play the light tanks on this map? We'll see how well he plays it. So he's heading to the hill, and you can see he's doing nearly 70 k's an hour, so 65 plus. So he should be up there first. And there you go, he spotted a whole bunch of tanks there. But he's been spotted himself, so the first thing he does is halt and not go right up to the bushes, because there will be TDs at the back. And now, yeah, spotted an E-100 there and got spotted again. So backs off quickly, doesn't want to become a target. And there you go, Artie comes in. Luckily doesn't do any damage, just stuns his crew. So he'll just wait that out. And nice to see the Artie on his team tries to counter-strike the, or counter-battery the enemy SPG, so that's a nice sign. Now Gorilla 15 got spotted at the back. That's probably the K91 on the island who did that, medium tank. But as you can see, it's a pretty small map, so it's not impossible, particularly with tier 10s, to spot almost from one end of the map to the other. Or at least from the middle of the map to each side. There you go, Artie firing at each other. Great sight. Now, so there's a couple of Jagdpanzer E100s there at the back. They're not picking up them. Oh, he's been spotted again. Now, okay, there we go. Probably by one of them. Now he's got the Gorilla 15 at the back as well. In fact, there's a Badger as well that... where's the Badger got to? Okay, he's pushed up right to up the 7 line there, so not a threat at the back there. Now he's finally got to this position here, and he's not been spotted. Could be that some of these bushes have got gaps in them. Can't necessarily rely on a bush for total protection, but there we go, spotted the enemy Artie. Now, just goes backwards. Can Randz get a view on him? No, unfortunately he can't. Switches back to the Jagdpanzer. So he's not picking up a lot of spotting damage at the moment, and again, that's one of the sort of restrictions of this map, that don't have the spotting all to yourself. Most of the medium tanks have got decent view range, and will probably be able to do their own spotting, but you should expect a share. Now, there's an Object 705 at the base, and he'll definitely proxy spot Randz, so Randz realizes that, being in third-person view, and moves out of the way. He's staying still a bit too long, I think, and there we go. Takes some damage from the Artie, knowing that he's spotted for at least 10 seconds. You don't want to stand still and let Artie say, oh, good, all right. Now it makes it easier to focus. And it keeps getting lit here. Again, this is all proxy spotting at work. You can see the proxy circle on the mini-map there. He is lighting them up, but he's getting lit at the same time himself. So just again wants to be careful about Artie. Thinks about pushing right over to get the VZ, but he goes down, comes back here. Looks like that Jagdpanzer E100 is not looking at him, which is good. And he gets a little bit more spotting damage, so it's up to 1700 spotting now. He gets a little bit more now, and that Jagdpanzer actually goes down, so that's nice. 2200 spotting damage. So far, I don't think he's actually fired his gun, so that's all good. As my friend Stewie JP says, the cheapest shot you can fire is the shot you spot. Doesn't cost you any ammunition, and he's got the 121B there. You should be able to get some damage into him, which he does. And then he goes dark, so no point sending shells down that way. He's probably behind a physical barrier. And the enemy light tank is gone now as well, so that improves things a little bit. But his team, they're down in hit points, but they're up by 2 tanks, so let's see how that will play out. You can see some pretty heavily damaged tanks here, and as he ducks out, someone blind shots and just misses him. So heading to the island now, as you can tell, and he's lit all the way here. So the enemy will have a good idea which direction he's going in, if they're paying attention, of course, to the minimap. He's just messaging the I-7 saying, I could use your help, and getting some positive response, which is always nice, that people are paying attention. And he's found the 121B, does a drive-by, gets the shot in, doesn't take any damage. It's exactly what you want. Oh no, he did take a hit. I apologise for that. And he spots a Guerrilla 15 there, and he's still lit, so the Guerrilla knows he's here. Will the Guerrilla come out and go for him? He just gets the briefest outline of the Guerrilla there, but unfortunately that shot didn't connect. But now he's spotted there's a chieftain right there who he can put some shots into. Fires, and he takes him down to 1 hit point. Oh, that's a bit sad. Will he get the killing blow in? He'll wait till he goes dark, because then Randz will be dark, and he'll come out here, get the first shot in, gets the kill. So that's nice. And that's using his standard ammunition as well, so that's all good. And you can see Randz here is not running food, and he's not running premium consumables, so looking after his credits carefully. So he's now got 666 damage of his own, and 2 kills. So being pretty productive for a light tank. But again, his team quite down in hit points. And he just pops out, lights the grill up, but gets lit at the same time. So the grill obviously not being able to react. And he doesn't want to back up too far. He'll start to take hits from the main part of the map. Okay, the grill is fired. He can come around and put shots into him. Probably get another shot in before the grill reloads. So he does a drive-by, locks him with auto-lock. The Guerrilla tries to keep up with him, but he goes down. There you go. Takes a hit from the BADATTANKING 25T, who's a bit further up, and he gets taken out, but you can see some more shots coming in. So he's on as lower path as you can get, and it's a pretty low-profile tank as well, but there's not much of a groundswell here. But both those tanks not visible to him now. Okay, now he's got the back of the Randz7. So it hits but doesn't do any damage. Will he get another shot in? No, he won't, because the Rhino gets taken out. And there's an E-100 up there he might just get some shots into. So he's got a bush here, but I'm not sure if he'll need it. The E-100's right on the edge of the view range. And he's got the side of him there. Can he get a shot in? Sitting on 3,000 combined at the moment, or just 3,300. Right, should be able to get some shots in. Okay, that just bounces. Okay, you can tell there's a dead tank between Randz and the 100, so he's just got to be careful with the outlines here. Gets a nice shot in there, and he's using his heat rounds here. The E100 is a bit angled, so he needs the extra pen. Next shot goes in, and he should get the kill unless someone else does. Oh, just leaves him on 112 and gets lit. So that's a bit unfortunate. The E100 obviously backed up enough, but is he paying attention to the map? Oh, Randz just drives over a rock, and that upsets his gun and makes it point to the ground. But luckily for him, the arty takes out the E100. Now, he was lit by that, so anyone is up there, and there's a Jagdpanzer E100. There's still a Guerrilla 15. Hasn't been seen for a little while. Oh, and there he is. Okay, so Randz just comes past, fires a shot, but doesn't connect. And he picks up a decent amount of assisted damage there from the artillery. So that takes him to 3k of assisted damage. And he's totaling just over 5k of combined. So getting a good result here. And the team's turned around, so they've now got a lead in hit points and a lead in tanks. And he's just keeping this Guerrilla 15 lit. He's proxy spotted, but the Guerrilla 15 can't come out or he'll get punished by the FV on the island. So he can sit quite happily in this spot. He's safe from the enemy artillery, and unless the Guerrilla and the Jagdpanzer E100 come after him, then there's pretty much little risk. So you can just keep tucked in here, not go too far out. The arty comes in again and doesn't do any damage. That's a bit unfortunate. Still 5 minutes left in the game, so plenty of time. There's only 500 hit points left now, and that's between 3 enemy tanks, so they've all been damaged. Guerrilla just looking out to see whether you can come out and go for Randz there, but backs off. Must have been lit as soon as he moved out. Oh, and he gets taken out by the FV finally. So he picks up the final bit of spotting damage there from the FV. And okay, there's the Jagdpanzer E-100. 177 hit points. This would be a kill if he can get in there. I think the Jagdpanzer fired. So he just gets right up next to him and gets protected as well by the body of the Jagdpanzer, and the Object 261 gets shut down by the artillery. So that is the end of the game. Now let's see how well that played out for Randz. So Randz got a first class mastery badge there, and we'll have to see how close he got to an ace tanker there. He did 6.1k of assisted damage there. That was made up of 4.1 of assisted damage and just under 2k of his own damage there, and got 3 kills. So he finished on top with experience 1152. In a tier 10, yeah, would normally get an ace tanker between about 1,000 and 1,100 experience points, so would have just missed out, I think, there. Depends on the tank itself, of course, but yeah, commiserations there. Not finished on top of damage. The 60 TP did 6.2k, so shout out to that player. And he was platooned with an E-100 who got 0 damage, but he probably got sacrificed a bit at the start, I would think. And we've got a Jagdpanzer E-100 doing 2.7, VZ55 doing 3.5, and an Object 261, that's the RD, doing 3.1, and another Jagdpanzer E-100 doing 3.1. So good damage output from his team. The enemy side, the Chieftain, he scored a fairly easy kill at the latter part of the game, had done over 4.8k, so he'd be pretty salty that he didn't get a win out of that. And of the rest of them, a couple of 2.5s, so oh no, 3k there with one of the Jagdpanzers there, but again, giving up all his spotting damage and only got 300 base experience, so a bit of bad luck there to the team. That was in the balance for quite a while, so it's good that Randz had basically taken the actions that he did. Anyway, he managed to fire 16 shots, only 12 of those connected. There were a few pretty chancy shots there. 9 of those penetrated. Shooting wasn't the issue there, though. The spotting was the main thing, and he did pick up a decent amount of the spotting damage in the end. And he had a mission payout, which gave him an extra 80k. But even without that, he would have made a profit of 15k. So, again, being pretty cautious with his consumables, didn't actually have to use any of them. And he made a profit tier 10, which is always a good thing. Anyway, nice game there, Randz. Thanks for the content. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, why not? No, please consider doing that. There will be more good content to follow, and thanks for watching.